Dry Fire Gun. Today we're going to be talking about a product from Next Level Training. A friend of mine sent me the link to this website. I looked at the videos and was quite interested. Been disappointed in the past. For example, I bought the 45 that has a rubber band system for the trigger, which seems to be, less than reliable. It's okay, but and of course I've been using my blue guns for dry fire practice, and I've got my traditional dry fire with a firearm where you make sure it's unloaded and dry fire, and that's great. But this Next Level Training SIRT system is, I really like it a lot. This is the box it comes in. It's just a generic gun box that they put their label on, and you open the box up, and inside, of course, it has an instruction manual, the instruction manual will show you that there's lots of things that you can do with this. In fact, you can adjust the elevation and windage on the lasers. You can adjust everything about the trigger. I don't think I'm going to be doing much of any of that, except for maybe the elevation and windage on the laser if it gets out of kilter. But here's the actual piece. You can order it with different color tops, but I got the red. I want it to look as not like a real gun if at all possible. Even though, even with it looking like this, you certainly would not want to carry this around in public and display it. You will probably end up with handcuffs on and in jail because it looks too real. But for having it at home, it's great. As I said before, when I have a dry fire gun, even if it has the yellow barrel in it, that one I got to lock up in the safe when I'm not at home and where it's not in my possession. Whereas my blue gun I can leave out. Same with the red gun, can leave out. And now the SIRT, I can leave this out too, which is fantastic. It has a weighted magazine, and you can take it apart and change the weight. So you can have different weights, and they'll sell extra magazines. So if you want to practice your changing of magazines, you can do that with us. The entire top comes off. It just has a couple of pins that you push out when you need to change the battery, and it's a plain old 123 battery. So the same thing we're using in our regular gun lights and things and other lasers and things, which is fantastic. Now when it's shipped, there's a switch on the top, and it's shipped with a switch in the back position, and what that does is it makes it so that you can shoot a red laser or a green laser when you pull the trigger all the way. So if you pull the trigger just a little bit, you're going to get a red laser, and then if you pull it all the way, you get a red and a green laser, okay, which is pretty nice. Now the take-up, where you get the red laser shooting, okay, and then you shoot it again and you get the green laser. That's for certain types of training. If you're trying to teach somebody who's new to keep the finger off the trigger, could be helpful, but for the most part, in fact in the manual it says that you're going to be using this mainly with the green laser on. And they recommend that you aim, that you set the green laser so that it's going to impact a little bit above the sights. Of course, then you have to kind of figure out how far away you're going to be because you've got it at an arc. You've set the elevation at an arc, so depending on how far away you are, it's going to be a little too high or a little too low or whatever. My personal opinion with most lasers is I just like to have them come out straight as possible, and that way I just know where the laser is on the gun, and I know where the barrel is in relation to the laser, and I know where that bullet's going to impact based on the laser. But of course with lasers, number one, on a real gun, of course you can't trust them. They fail. and you can't necessarily trust the alignment because they can get out of alignment. But at any rate, here we are, and but this is I really love it. You know, for moving and shooting, I can you know, keep it on target while I'm walking. Okay, I can you know, practice indexing my finger, firing. You know, I'm gonna get my finger up, fire, move to the next target, fire, move to the next target, fire. It's everybody that's held this, you know, you see it on the video and it's one thing, but I've taken it around to gun shops and shown it to people. I've shown it to my friends, and everybody feels it's a very high quality piece of equipment. As of the other day, they hadn't even sold about 500 of these, so it's a new product. I really hope a lot of people will pick it up. They're going to be going to the SHOT Show in a few days, and I really hope it's a big hit because I want to see this thing be around for a long time. It's going to make people safer, and it's a great way to get rid of the trigger jerk at home, so you're not wasting time at the gun range with those basic skills. Of course, there is no recoil, so the one thing you really have to concentrate on when you're practicing with this at home is holding on to that gun, holding on to it nice and tight, because you could get, if you practice with this and never ever go to the range, you're going to get to where you're holding on a little too loosely, and you're going to have other problems when you get out to the range. So, you know, just you have to mentally concentrate that you're going to be holding on to this nice and tight when you're using this. So, love the product. It's about a little over $400. It's a great value. You're going to save way more than that in ammo, and you're going to be a better shooter. You're going to be safer, and for training new shooters, it's a fantastic thing to have. So just go to nextleveltraining.com, nextleveltraining.com. So nextleveltraining.com, and when you go to checkout, enter the discount code dryfiregun, DRYFIREGUN, all lowercase, no spaces. Knocks $40 off the price. Fantastic. That's as of right now. Just go ahead and get one of these. You're going to love it. It's going to pay for itself. It's fantastic.